this webinar. Especially, I'd like to thank the person who really helped me gather a lot of attendees, Marife de Vera from Cebu City, Toledo City, and also uh, Mirja Chongson from Mandaue City. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the purpose of this webinar, especially for QCSP, the Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines, is for us to introduce quantum concepts as early as possible in the child's education, especially in elementary and high school, because we believe that the inventor of the fault-tolerant quantum computing computer are still there in the elementary school, and we want to be able to guide them, to inspire them, to make them curious, so that by the time that they are in college, um, they would hopefully be in the sciences and be one of our scientists here in the Philippines to contribute to quantum computing. Yeah, so I guess that's it for me. Back to you, Jed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Bobby, and thank you so much also for that warm and inspiring welcome. It has truly set the stage for the important session that we will have today. So, let's give it to Miss Stephanie to give us a clear roadmap of what we can expect in the next few minutes. Miss Stephanie will walk us through the program overview. Miss Stephanie, the floor is yours.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. All right, so let me just share my screen. I'm going to walk you through the overview first of the QCSP. This is just brief now, as we are also going to welcome our special guest this afternoon. So allow me to share my screen first for a while. Okay, can you now see my screen? Can I get a like button if you are seeing this right now? So hello everyone. For those who do not know me yet, I am Stephanie and currently the acting executive director of the Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines and one of the volunteers as well. And I want to also say hello to my colleagues there in Manila and also to our audiences from all across the Philippines. Hello and good afternoon. So Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines, by the way, can you see my screen? Okay. So by the way, we look into the intersection of the government in terms of policies, grants in the universities, as well as in the industry. And so we have four functionality and focus areas as well. Those are collaborations and partnerships, capacity building, community engagement, R&D, and policy development as well. And then We do capacity building. This one is from the BULSU Quantum Leap, no? The Introduction to Quantum Computing for STEM Educators, Theory and Applications. And then we also did some quantum lecture series with the Pangasinan State University. And we also have industry collaborators or industry partners. One is with SGV and Co. Okay, this one. And then another one is we do research. No, we have StarQ and KISLAB. You can see Sir Dylan there and some of our members in the KCSP as well. And then here we are also involved with IEEE Q Week 2024, and we also have Filipino friends from Taiwan, and we're also involved in NVIDIA GTC. So there are some research. Some of our volunteers also are involved to doing training, no, or training on reservoir computing or on TSP as well. So here, we are also involved in the policy side of things. You can see here, Sir Dylan again. This one is from DTI's Quantum Technology Standards Committee. And then our partnerships with the government, with the DOST, and we also do MOUs with universities such as MSU, IIT, and I think we have a lot more universities to partner with in the months and weeks to come. I do believe that. And then we also do have within Southeast Asia region, we do have this partnership. And last time, some of us participated as mentors and coordinators at the Southeast Asia Quantum Hackathon 2025. It was in Bangkok, Thailand. And for responsibility, I believe this is one of the first meetup of some of our volunteers with the Seguro and the Rescue Team at Singapore. And then, as you can see here, we have a vibrant community. Mostly our sessions we're doing this online. And then if there are some on-site events, later on, we discuss more about the logistics. And so every now and then, we do have these kinds of online events to spread more awareness to people. And then this is one of our flagship programs in we had the quantum computing lecture series in 2023, 2024, and up until this year. So in 2023, we started around 250 plus, then increased to 600 plus, and eventually to 1,000 and more, and counting. And then we are involved with different kinds of hackathons, 2024 in Cebu, and with 18 CS, CPE, and physics undergraduates. And then 2024 Tacloban Hackathon with 3 STEM senior high schoolers as well joining us. And then with that, we also have different hackathons for this year. 2025, we started from Luzon at DLSU, De La Salle University of the Philippines, then Ateneo Dinaga in Visayas, and MSU IIT in Mindanao. So we're all across the Philippines as of the moment, and these are the proof that we are raising awareness from all across the Philippines, and that we are happy to also share that we have recruited 45 plus people through open call volunteers, and 35% of this are women as well. So we are actually an inclusive kind of organization, and one of the biggest achievements that we had this year with the International Year of Quantum Science, and Technology. We had this KISCON rather, featuring 35 foreign and 15 local experts. It's a 3-day event where it was also represented by STEM Academy, if I am not mistaken, by Mr. Yancho. And now, of course, we are so happy to have with us and joining us this afternoon, Miss Mariana Filipova, the founder and CEO of STEM Academy. That's all for my presentation. Back to you, Jadi.
Okay, thank you so much, Mom Stephanie, for that clear overview and also for introducing the mission of the Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines. It's a very perfect foundation for our talk today. And then let's move on. We all know that the word quantum can bring out feelings of both challenge and immense opportunity. So how do we bridge that gap in our classrooms? How do we make a concept that feels like science fiction into a tangible, exciting lessons for our students? Well, we have the absolute perfect person to guide us. Our speaker today is a true global education innovator. She is the founder and CEO of STEM Academy, an institution dedicated to future-ready learning. She is also a key partner of the QCSP, or the Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines. She is working tirelessly to bring quantum education to the forefront in our country. So she is here to share her insights, strategies, and maybe passion for making quantum technology not just understandable, but truly thrilling for young minds. So it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our main speaker for today, Ms. Mariana Filipova. I give to you the stage for we're all ready to learn.
Hello, Mariana. I think you can now unmute. We made you as co-host. Thank you.
Thank you. Could you hear me now?
Yes, you are audible.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much for this session, for this invitation, for the kind presentation, for your great work, for your great event, and for my performance today, of course. I'm very happy to be here and to share a little bit more about my motivation to teach teachers and students in quantum and why it really matters. So I'm going to share my screen because I have prepared a presentation. Okay, I hope it is visible now. I'm going to open this. Okay. So, the topic today is quantum technology and computing for elementary and high school educators. So it is for everyone in school who has the great engagement to prepare the future generations for the upcoming technology changes. I would say at the beginning that we need to ride the wave or it will crash over us is something that is very, very connected to the topic because we are in a very busy world with changes every day and we have the responsibility to educate the young people to be prepared for it. So a little bit more about me. Stephanie shared some details. I'm going to take a look only on these that are connected to the talk today. So I'm founder and CEO of STEM Academy, and I'm the designer of the first quantum science and technology school in the world. It is Tilm Academy Quantum School, where the students from elementary school till the high school grades have different kind of subjects connected to quantum. Also quantum entrepreneurship, quantum projects. So solving, we are winners in a world basis in debates in quantum. So we go to the American competitions in STEM debate, etc., etc. So not only quantum mechanics and quantum technologies and computing. We have an American high school diploma program because we have a partner from the United States. And also, I'm connected to a very important team in Germany, in Berlin, where I'm part of an amazing project with 20 teachers from 15 countries that we make the quantum computing lessons and also educational resources that will be entirely open source till from the moment this project finishes. It is in 2026. And they will be possible to be used from people from around the world that will be really in favor. I'm also part of the European quantum flagship in the research educational team. Also, I have a leading role in IEEE World Quantum Education part. And also, I'm a part of QWorld in Q Cousins department. I'm managing Q Women department, and now I'm organizing the start of 3 new Q Cousins that are Q Canada, Q Argentina, and Q Australia. So I really believe that education will bring to people and the students the real future, the future they would like to have to feel successful and to be part of everything they would like. So why do really quantum technologies matters? And we should educate at first ourselves as teachers, and after that to teach the young generations. You have heard probably that quantum is going to bring us the very big chances and new achievements that humanity haven't still had to this moment. Also, that means challenges, but we have to prepare for this time and to prepare the bright minds of the future for this. And we rely in a lot of different spheres to develop and to take the humanity in the next level, like medicine, like space, etc., etc. So I'm going to speak about this, and as in our school and everywhere in the world, as we prepare in Europe, in the United States, in Australia, also Asia is preparing, and the Philippine schools are also part of the idea to prepare the new generation and building the quantum minds this all the world needs. So what we speak about on the pedagogical point of view is that important. So in Europe, we speak about the preparation of the students or for the young people with the quantum culture that comes. In Australia, they have the concepts that they have approved, that is a preparation of the people or the young people to have quantum mindset. And all around the world, we speak about that we should have the intuition about quantum. So it is something that we have grown with it. So also the steps in these areas in Asia of Singapore, China, and South Korea are also very important, and we cannot miss. In Europe, we operate actually with the quantum flagship initiatives in growing this quantum culture and to spread the knowledge between schools, universities, and industries, and of course with the different kind of projects that I have already mentioned. For example, Science on Stage Germany is a part that also helps in such an initiatives, and due to them, more than a year, I have a lot of realized workshops and lectures, also teaching programs about teachers in school. The teachers are from elementary school to high school, and they come to participate from different cities around our country, because also quantum is not so spread around all the country, and people like me and organization like ours are not spread everywhere around the country, so they have to fly or to travel to become part of such educational projects, but they do because they really believe that it is something important as everyone on earth. So quantum concepts across the curriculum is something that we do in Berlin, in Germany, with this team, and you will have the access to these resources after finishing the project, as I mentioned. And the things we try also to include in the curriculum and the lessons for the students in high school is the interdisciplinary character of quantum in mathematics, computer science, physics, and also ethical aspects of quantum. As I mentioned, also there are different kind of subject areas and topics that can be included, and it is very important to be done because students are inspired from different things, and one day we'll have the real need in every sphere, in every business sphere, in every scientific sphere, there to be people prepared with quantum, and not just we to divide them like computer scientists, engineers, and physics that need it, but it will be needed in business, in biology, in ecology, and so on and so on. So even the politicians, the managers, are people that are that should be involved and to know more, because from them depends the future decisions in the countries and around the world. So the multidisciplinarity of quantum should become much more, and that means everyone to be prepared for this future, to be part of the job market, and to be part of the contemporary world as a whole. So we have prepared during this project, and also me personally with my team here in Bulgaria, as Stephanie mentioned, Yanchu and the other participants of it, different kind of games, experiments, art projects, as I mentioned, debates, problem solving challenges, different kind of evolving them and attracting them in quantum to make this quantum culture possible, and not they to be scared that is waiting for them something difficult. The same thing we do with the teachers, because some of them are teachers from the really small age children. That means that they are not so used to the physics or maths in the high school. The other thing is that they are not prepared with all the scientific aspects, because some of them are teachers in languages or in humanitarian areas. So that means that we should give the access for everyone in quantum, and everyone to find his space and place to feel quantum, to make this culture possible, this mindset to be developed, and they to give the knowledge to the students they teach every day, because their inspiration and belief how important is this is the thing that they will actually take to the children in their everyday studies. So being a teacher is something very important, because that means a mentor, that means a person who is a role model and who could be inspired and believes in something or not. So here, as a person who is not only from the academia and not only from the scientific part, but being a teacher that almost every day interacts with the students, I strongly believe that my feeling and my belief that it is very important, and my inspiration of that should be the thing I could bring to the other teachers, because they will really understand from somebody on their place how they can do it. To try to be in the shoes to the other person is something very important. That's why I really would like always to continue doing my work with the teachers and with the students, not only to be managing different kind of activities, because this connection, when is vivid and is real, we cannot broke this real enlace between us, and to know what are the benefits, what are the challenges that comes with the new technologies and with this everyday developing world. For the high school students, quantum could be a little bit easy, but not always, because there are students that are more inspired of learning languages or business or arts or sports, but that means another approach, and not lack of quantum. For example, I was in a conference the last year in Germany, and this conference was connected to presenting quantum only through arts. And there were a lot of performers, so that means theater, a lot of artists that made sculpture and drawings, and also musicians, and everything on this is based on quantum, with the idea to make effective science communication to the young people and to the society, and to be successful. So we cannot exclude them from this. We should include them. And my students have written, the high schoolers, I mean, 2 projects with different participants from schools around Europe, because these are European projects. And we made quantum topics, how to educate each other, having this connection between us and developing other skills, and not going so in deep in the physical and mathematical part if they feel it very difficult. Of course, for the students from the science high schools, mathematically oriented, computer science oriented, they could easily go in deep from the beginning. For the other ones, there will be some part of different orientation and approach, as I told, but their part for people who will write projects, who will make the debate, the communication, the negotiation for today's project, and a different kind of activities in also distinct varieties of business and scientific spheres will be needed. So cryptography, quantum programming basics, we include, of course, but with the other kind of possibilities to make it much more interdisciplinary, as I mentioned. So quantum security is something very important for the banking and financial sector, something that we expect here and everywhere around the world to be probably the first thing that will come and will feel in the countries. So we use a very interesting role play that is an actual scientific experiment of the scientist Carl Svozil. So we practice the Svozil's experiment with chocolate balls and theater play. It is something that after the session I could send like links for you to see it and to get to know to this form to during with a performance, using a performance, students to be attracted. This experiment actually is realized by adults, and it is scientifically published by the scientist, and after that indexed in the scientific um, world's basis with indexing in Scopus, with the real theater explanation that I told you. So the quantum cryptography there is really, really easily and imaginatively expressed, so everyone can understand it and to be inspired after that to read about it. Also, now in 3 days, because on Monday we have two student teams that are going to different countries, participating in two projects. One of them is again in Germany, and it is connected to how to save the world, the world ocean and water, how to prevent from global climate changes and pollution, and it is how to explore and to use AI and quantum. So that means the technologies from new generation about this green project. And the other team that is going is to Serbia. They are going to have absolutely aimed to the climate change and global warming through quantum. So there, the team was selected with really this topic they have. So probably not everyone knows for all these applications that quantum is expected and already is working scientists to have, but it is the real truth that everyone should be informed about this and to learn being with quantum literacy from the early ages for revolutionizing health and medicine. I have mentioned this, but we're on the steps of new drug discoveries and new generation of medicines that will treat different kind of illnesses that are deep and not cured till this moment, and that means including autoimmune disease. And speaking about personalized medicine and the AI, uh, quantum and AI will bring us something uh, being together that is absolutely unknown from the past. You know that quantum actually is not something new, because this year, in the year of World Quantum Technology Year by UNESCO declared, is actually the 100th year of its existence. But nowadays we do for the recent years so many things more than before for such a long time. People always ask why, because we didn't have the technological possibilities, so we didn't have such a development with the technologies to make the science realized. But now we have them, and we will see some other word that we should prepare for it. So the medical imaging nowadays with quantum will become something very different and precise. So here we do not speak only for personalized medicine, but also for precise medicine and diagnostic and as I mentioned, new approaches to cure strong diseases. The preparation of the global job market, it's something that is sometimes speculative and sometimes something that we always change like numbers, but these numbers always increase. They do not decrease. How many people do we need? How many people will be prepared? On whom is that engagement day to be prepared? Of course, it is something that relies on us, on the teachers. The educational system should be prepared for this gap that is always, its percentage varies according to the McKinsey's researches, according to another researches, but being unstable, this number, it always goes up, and we should only doubt how much it will be, but it depends on us not to go this gap up and we to fill it on time. So as I mentioned, AI and quantum will get us to another world, and we should prepare for this. 4 days ago, I've received a message from a Canadian innovator who shared with me a new platform that he has developed, and it was ChatGPT about quantum. What does it mean? That means that somebody writing or via speech makes the comment what he or she wants to be developed by the AI, and the AI makes the quantum computing code, and it programs without the person to do it. What does it mean exactly for me? That means that we have programming without coding, and we are already in the area of quantum for users, not only for scientists and professionals. So we are not so far from this stage of life, and we really should prepare about it. Teachers as lifelong quantum learners. So we should start from the small parts, but to be very regular and prepare intensively, because we should give this knowledge to all these young people from the new generation that have to be part of this job transformation from this global market in preparation for our health, our environment, everything that is around us. So we really have to believe in this and to make it part of our life. So you are the nation builders, not anyone else. So to believe and to be happy in this, you to educate, and after that to give this education to your favorite, to all the students, because our students, all of them are favorite, and understanding them in their different emotions, in their different stages, being so different, is something that is very important. You know that IBM's quantum experience and resources are something very popular. They're not very good for every student in every age. They are very difficult from some teachers, but we have different kind of decisions about that, for everyone to be accessible and everyone to can do it, and not only to see something that is not proper for everyone. It is on another stage of their development, so IBM Quantum is something very good, but not as an early stage or the first step for everyone. So we know that, and we have different kind of decisions about how to start. So interactive resources like gamified platforms, another kind like theater, as I told you, making experiments that are in a different way in the classroom, not only in the lab, are something that are very useful, very engaging and interesting. Nowadays, something that attracts students is the virtual reality. So quantum exploration via VR is also something that is possible today, and we are going to develop more in the next years. Interactive resources like AI are very good. We use different kind of lesson generators that are very good with the quantum tests, quantum lessons, quantum steps, making quizzes, different teacher friendly, because some of them, there are AI tools especially for teachers that make this part of the lesson. For example, how to opening, to make the topic, to speak about the importance, or to after that after the lesson to give a presentation in a different entertaining way with quizzes, and something that will give us how to check understanding of the students, and again to make a review in a summary way is something that we use. Also the multidisciplinarity. I'm going after finishing this presentation, because I'm in the real final of it, to show you quantum qubit dance. that is of the block spheres possibility stages. Very entertaining, and also the professors really like it. So I'm sure that teachers and students like it. We practice it with our teachers here in one of the workshop, and everyone was very smiley with the students too. So we will have the possibility to see what I mean. So integrating in literature and music, arts, theater, everywhere is something that we have to do, and not to be scared that scientists will not be happy with us for this. Of course, building a community and collaborations. We strongly believe in this, as mentioned at the beginning, Stephanie and Mr. Bobby, we're in a very good connection for more than 3 years. And these collaborations are very important, being part with different kinds of partners from the industry, from the university, from international network, teachers network, educational network for students, for teachers, for making projects, for making trainings is very important. So we strongly believe that this is the way we can achieve everything we believe is very important for the society. And don't forget that future always starts with you and in what you believe, how you believe you should develop yourself, because it will be the influence you will have to the young minds. So to start now, to make resources, to make your knowledge true, to build a community, and to believe in yourself that everything is possible, and in your students that they will achieve everything, is something that I think is the key to gain the aims we have. And you're the creators. Learn quantum, teach quantum. You're shaping the minds that will build the future on our nation, our world, our everything we have around us. So I'll stop sharing, and if I have 2 more minutes, I will show you the dance. I don't know if I have this time. Probably the hosts will tell me. I hope so. Okay. Could you see my screen? So this 2-qubit dance is realized by Canada, and it is really interactive. And you see here the educational part with the quantum gates, with the block sphere and the possibilities of the stages. So after the educational part, I will go ahead because I see that I'm out of time a little bit. So here everyone is up and starts a relaxing dance, practicing the different states. So you know that for people when they relax and they feel themselves happy and feel fine, their mind actually works better, not being stressed that they cannot understand or something is difficult. And even for the elementary school, it is something very important that this growing quantum mindset and quantum culture, or never mind what is actually the term, we speak always for the same intuition we should build. They feel happy, engaged, and they remember after this everything they did, and they are ready to make it again, because from the teacher profession, you know how important it is you to practice again and again with the students, sometimes, a lot of times, the same thing, and they not to be bored, but not to feel boring, but to feel happy and to be attracted to do it again. So I think that it is a good way, including the art here, especially the music, like another interdisciplinary subject in the quantum education part, so something that we could do together. So I'm going to stop it because I see there are some questions probably in the chat. Okay, if there are. Okay, thank you. Gamification, I see. Yes, it's a good icebreaker. How do you think? Are there some questions that I actually miss now? Could you help me, Stephanie, Naomi,
Okay, thank you so much
Maria? Yeah.
thank you so much for your presentation po. I'm sure our minds are buzzing with new ideas, and I see that the chat is already filling up with more questions. I guess I'll have to read the first question po.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
this question is from Vincent D. Chance. He said, or she said na, which do you think would be the current and future trend? Would it be ano po, AI shaping quantum or quantum shaping AI?
I think both together, because their strengths are different, and working together we will get easily and in a very short time to the actually really different global market. And the professions will be different, and the already known profession that we practice will have different skills that are expected. Even imagine the HR manager in one company should be prepared for quantum, as now they're prepared for AI, because they have to evaluate the skills that are needed from the companies they should hire. So I don't think it is so important if one will be the leading or the other one. They will be together and they will make very soon this change.
Okay, so another question would be from Burns. Sir Burns, so the question is, how do we develop the syllabus for students in agriculture adopting quantum computing?
Would you be pleased to repeat it, because the connection was not very good for me?
Sure, not a problem po. The question is, how do we develop the syllabus for students in agriculture adopting quantum computing?
Okay, it is not something different from the approach for the environment, global change, climate changes. So of course they will start from the quantum concepts, from the physical point of view, from quantum mechanics, the quantum computing, and after that going in deep for every sphere, of course, there are some specifics that going in the this application we should have the proper lessons about that and the proper games. It depends, of course, of the student's age, if they are in high school, because I think that you here probably ask about high schoolers or university students. So the approach is not different, a little bit more specific, of course.
Okay, thank you for answering that question. It's another question would be from Dr. Eduardo, you. So the question is, what platforms can you recommend for learning quantum programming basics for non-tech educators?
Okay, it is not an easy question because for now there are not so many platforms and programs for that. And they're oriented to the people that have some preparation. As I mentioned, the IBM Quantum, the courses that are also shared from QWorld even that I'm part of are also for the students with preparation in programming in Python, with knowledge in maths, in some kind of at least high school, but if they are not in a specific school with physics and mathematics, it would be difficult. So one of the things that for sure it will be possible to use is this open source from 2026 with the lessons and curriculum that we made in Germany. It is still not started because the project is finishing in May 2026, and after that everything will be open source. The other thing is, of course, to be part of our trainings because we develop materials, approaches, and suggestions how teachers to develop their own lessons and what to use, how to select, like a way of their personal development, and after that giving this opportunity to their students in the applied area they needed. And I think for now it is the best decision to do it.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And the next question would be from Naomi. The question is, what are your thoughts about the DepEdPhil's readiness for quantum?
Sorry, once again.
The question is, what are your thoughts po about the DepEdPhil's readiness for quantum?
Okay, I'm not really sure that I have heard it fine, but I'll try to um to tell it again. So what is the preparation, the correct preparation for people to have the readiness for quantum? Is that the idea of the question?
Oh yes po, that's the question po.
Yeah. People are not ready for something very different that they haven't heard because they have lived in a world that gives them everything till this moment. But when they see that something is changing around them and they would like to be part of the real world that the things happen around them, they try to find what is the decision about that, what is the way to do it. To think about out of the box is always more difficult to just stay and wait in the box. That is something that we have to have in mind. And as a teachers, I'm sure that you see it in your students too, because it is a human interaction. It is really our nature. Just to wait and to be in an environment that we know. So we have to be ready for being active. It is not the easiest way, but it is the best way. And we're the leaders and the mentors in the classroom. So we're the people that should do it, and after that, to take it to our students.
Okay, thank you so much for trying to understand the question. The question was actually about the DepEd Phils, which also stands for the Department of Education in the Philippines. So it's a government
The debate.
agency.
Okay, I have heard now. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, the connection
okay.
sometimes breaks. Yeah. For the debate, we go to the World Scholars Cup. It is the biggest competition around the world, and it is from the United States of America, like a development. There is a national round in more than 85 countries around the world. After that, the qualified students go to the global rounds, and after that to the Tournament of Champions in Yale. Actually, the recent 3 years, we have champions in all these stages with quantum argumentation, and the students were actually in the age group from 5th to 7th grade. So they're in the middle school. And they have started from the elementary. No of them was for first time. They were in their 5th or 6th, 7th year, so they have a big preparation during that time, and they become really good debaters with a very good knowledge in the current technologies and of course in quantum. They are part of our theaters, about our problem solvings, about in our programs with entrepreneurship. So their knowledge how to implement quantum in different areas comes from the elementary school, and after that they become such a good performers. Actually, I'm leading these teams, and I'm also a judge in the international competitions for a lot of years. And also this year I was judging the Indian rhetoric competition for a speech. So I believe that this is something that should be developed also, and quantum has its place there, definitely. I hope I could answer.
The question was answered perfectly, po. So the next question would be from Annabelle. So the question is quantum encouraging teachers to, oh, before I read the
Yeah.
question, Sir Bobby, I can see that you're raising your hand. You are recognized, po.
Thank you. So I was wondering if we can get some comments from the Department of Education because I know that there are uh, attendees here in this webinar from the DepEd. So the question is about the readiness of DepEd in terms of quantum education. Is it possible that any one of you comment, can give a comment on that?
For the readiness of the teachers, do you mean that?
Yeah, there are some. We have attendees from the Department of Education here in this
Yeah,
call. Yeah, I was wondering if they can give a comment on the readiness.
of course. Of course,
Yeah.
I'll be happy to hear. Yeah, of course.
But anyway, probably we can just get it from the chat, and then we can go to the next question.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, of course.
Yeah, back to you.
JD, would you
Jed.
be pleased to help me with this?
Sure, po. So the question was again from Annabelle. The question is quantum encouraging teachers to create interactive learning? Or maybe it's using games to enhance learning.
Yeah, everything. Now there are not so many resources like the books and the textbooks and the platforms for the regular subjects that students have from years. You know, one educational system to become a system and to has its path all around the years. It has a lot of people worked on it and many years passed with its experience. So quantum is at its beginning of it. So we should put all these efforts. On the one hand, we to develop some things and different classroom activities, engaging students, to use some ready platforms with the games, to have this collaboration in different trainings and in different groups with teachers around the world, and to take from their experience, we to make our games and to know how, and of course resources, and to share with them. So I think that being at the beginning, the things are not so on the same stage like with the other subjects.
Okay, thank you po for answering the question. We will be entertaining three more questions, but I think there are three questions to entertain. So, first question of the three would be from Juan. So the question is, how did the schools with traditional classroom teaching transition to AI and quantum teaching?
Okay, at first it depends, of course, from the government. If the government is ready to make some additional subjects, additional classes, or not. The other thing is the creativity of the teacher, how in the different subjects he or she should implement the quantum ideas. Because as we mentioned, if we have a nature class, it should be there included AI in quantum, how to be in help of the nature, for example. There are a variety of possibilities it to be implemented. If we would like to be really national approach, we should think about that in a governmental level, because just to rely on one or two teachers' creativity or activity, and the other ones that haven't been to such a workshop or do not believe they can get with it, not being taught, or will be some kind not so successful task or for not such a short time. So yeah, there are good, best, and the best decisions, and we should choose the best, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this question is from Anne. The question is, hello. The question is, what kind of beginner-friendly projects can we work on to gain practical experience in quantum computing, especially if we hope to teach or share this knowledge in the future? So Anne is a student.
Okay, of course, with the theoretical topics to start is the best way if there is not a base in the student or in the teacher for that. So, because we could expect a different kind of situations and readiness of the, the teachers and the students. Teachers are always ready to learn, and they do not need the base. If they are ready to develop themselves, they can give to the society a lot. So, speaking about quantum concepts like entanglement, superposition, bits and qubits, the difference between them, after that, the quantum gates, we develop very interesting Kahoot games. We have Kahoot games about different quantum gates, about the superposition and entanglement. We have developed word wall quizzes. Also, we make theater, as I explained. We make experience with glasses in different colors that we can see the zeros and ones. So we make a cryptography code, and after that we see if it is compromised or not compromised by if seeing if the during the measurement the code is the same. So yeah, I think that it is absolutely possible, and we do it.
So the last question that we will entertain. I'm so sorry for the other question that is coming in, that came in po. But the last question will be from Miguel. So Miguel is a student. So as a student, it is generally hard to get into anything related to quantum computing. So what area of quantum research is open to students in the sense that there may be relevant contributions from students? So that was the question from Miguel.
Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned, it is very normal to seems to some teachers and students this area to be difficult and different because mm, it doesn't make sense till this moment from the educational systems and the approaches in science and technologies we used. So don't be worried about that. Only the desire and the belief that it is important we to develop in this area is something that we have to follow, and we will succeed. So quantum ethics is something very good for everyone to start. I always mention that AI and quantum should be always seen from this point of view, that the ethics and the proper usage of them is something that we really do not speak about. But having nowadays people with chips in the brain and speaking about precision and personalized medicine, the ethics on this is very important. So if you haven't thought from this point of view about the new technologies, it's a very good lesson about the students to start, because they have to know that technologies are not just the game on the mobile. They are something very, very different and could have very different points of view in our life. And from us, from the people, no matter students, teachers, scientists, depends how this big force and power we have through the technologies, it will be used. So we have to use it the best way.
Thank you so much for answering the last question. I think that would be all for our Q&A session. I would like my team to display post-test assessment, and I would encourage everyone that is in the Zoom to please answer this assessment.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I guess for those that whose questions were not answered, what do you think we can do, Steph? Yeah, we can probably just send them to Mariana, and maybe she can answer them if possible.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Of course. It would be great. You could also share my LinkedIn profile, people to connect if they would prefer this kind, or to send me the questions, or you could send me the questions and they will receive the answers through your site. It will be a great pleasure for me to connect with everyone no matter if it will be directly or not. So thank you very much for this possibility to be with you today.
Thank you also po. So while my team will paste the post-assessment link in the chat, I would like to give you the e-certificate po of recognition for sharing your expertise in this webinar about quantum computing and especially for the elementary and high school educators.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a great pleasure for me.
So the certificate is not yet signed by the president of QCSP or Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines, but please know that we are truly grateful for sharing your insights or your expertise po. And to officially close this wonderful session, this whole webinar po, I would like everyone to uh, have a photo opportunity with everyone here in the Zoom, if that's all okay. So I'd request everyone to maybe open their cam, and if others can't, it's all okay. Just spam the reactions, and I guess let's take a picture. Okay, so for the first page, if everyone is ready, let us take a picture. So 1, 2, 3. Now for the next page, second page. 1, 2, 3. And for the last page, 1, 2, 3. I guess that's all. Well, and thank you to everyone who participated, who had questions, and thank you so much to our speaker and to our president of QCSP. Uh, for a while. I think that would be the end of this webinar. Thank you once again, Mariana Filipova. And thank you so much again for sharing your passion with us. So to, again, most importantly, to all the educators who attended this webinar, your
Thank you.
dedication
It's
to,
my pleasure.
yes. So everyone here, your dedication to bringing the future into your classrooms is what will inspire the next generation of innovators. So please keep an eye out for more events from the QCSP or Quantum Computing Society of the Philippines. Have a wonderful afternoon or evening, everyone, and keep making learning an adventure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mariana.
Thank you, Dr. Mariana. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.